I got a vendor to change the negotiation without making a single counter offer, but I just said, 5,000? That's it. By the end of this, you'll understand why repeating the other person's last 2 or 3 words can be more powerful than arguing back, and why the silence that comes after can do the real negotiating for you. It's called mirroring. You take the last 2 or 3 important words someone just said, repeat them back as a question, and then stop talking. I learned this technique from Chris Voss, the former FBI hostage negotiator and founder of the Black Swan Group. It sounds almost too simple, just repeat their words, but here is why it works. People don't like unfinished thoughts. When you hand their own words back to them and leave the silence hanging, they often keep talking. They explain, and then they clarify, and sometimes they reveal the problem underneath the position they just gave you. And that's exactly what happened to me in a factory negotiation. They gave me a price. I pushed back. They said, we need at least 5 units. My old instinct would have been, sorry, but we can't do 5,000. Instead, I looked at them and said, 5,000? Then you shut up. Silence. And they started talking. Well, at this point, you must pause. This is the most critical point. Just shut your mouth and listen. It's not really the quantity. I said nothing. So they continued. The problem is that if the order is too small, we can't reserve the fabric for you, then your production gets pushed behind our larger customers. There it was. The real problem wasn't 5,000 units. It was production priority. So I stopped negotiating the number and started negotiating the constraint. I offered a smaller initial order if they would reserve the fabric and guarantee us a production window. In exchange, I gave them a clearer forecast for future orders. Suddenly, we weren't fighting over price anymore. We were solving each other's problems together. That's when I really understood mirroring. It doesn't magically make someone give you what you want, but it makes them tell you what is actually stopping them from giving it to you. Because sometimes the thing someone says they want isn't actually what they need. And the thing they say they can't give you isn't actually the thing they can't give you. You just have to keep them talking long enough to find out. So next time someone says, we need 5,000, don't immediately say no. Try 5,000, then shut up. Let them explain. You might discover you're negotiating over the wrong problem entirely. Now, tell me in the comments, have you ever repeated someone else's words back to them and discovered something they were not saying at first? Or tell me about a negotiation where you realized, I was arguing about the wrong problem. Let's learn from each other's experiences. So please share with me. Tomorrow, I'll show you why one of the most dangerous questions in negotiation is also one of the most common. Why?